welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe. My name is Sarah. I'm a PhD candidate in English at Indiana University. I'm in my 6th year. I live here in Bloomington, Indiana, and I study rhetoric and composition. I look at blogs and digital rhetoric and rhetorical awareness and feminism and a bunch of fun stuff. So it is already 11:30 and I work at the Writing Center at noon, so I'm going to head on over to campus here in just a couple minutes and work a 2-hour shift, come back home, and then I actually signed up for an appointment at the Writing Center myself, which I've never done before. And I'm going to have another grad tutor help me look at my teaching philosophy statement. But first I want to show you the outfit because I think it's super cute. It's this dress that I thrifted at like a thrift market, and I just put like a white tee under it because it goes kind of like low. And just some beige sandals. But it feels very like cottagecore. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes. Did I say chai or matcha?
I thought you said chai.
I'll take a chai.
Okay.
I thought it was, yes. No, I was literally on the fence. Should I get a chai or should I get a matcha? So this was meant to be.
Okay.
Can I get 2 straws too?
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm so tired right now. Maybe I said chai. Who knows?
No,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I thought I was getting a matcha, but I guess I got a chai, but honestly I'm not mad about it. That like just sounds good, so a chai it is. Just before 3 o'clock I have my chai tea latte, ate some quick leftovers for lunch, and now I'm going to zoom in for my own Writing Center session to work on my teaching philosophy statement. And I had to go to Starbucks. I was so tired. As I showed in the clip, I really thought I ordered a matcha, but I guess I said chai because I was so tired. Like I truly don't think she made a mistake. I feel pretty confident that I probably just messed up and said that. But yeah, let's do this. I'm kind of nervous to share my writing, but I'm excited to like talk about what it's like being on the other end of a Writing Center session. Okay, it is 4 o'clock. I am in my car. Sorry if you hear the air conditioning running, but it is too hot to be sitting in a car without air conditioning. So I finished up that tutorial where I was on the end where I was being tutored. And it was really, really helpful. It was with another grad student who, like, I know her, but it was just over Zoom. And it was really insightful to have just another perspective on my writing in general, but especially from someone who isn't in English. Because for this teaching philosophy statement, I really, like, ground it in, like, Aristotelian principles of knowledge, where Aristotle has, like, 3 forms of knowledge. And you don't have to know that, but that's, like, an organizational structure for me for laying out the essay. And she was like, no, I think this works really well. And I was like, okay, thank you. I'm glad that this is coming across clearly to you. And I wanted to make sure that I was giving enough details about the classes I was teaching so that they made sense to her as someone who like hasn't taught like digital literacy in the English department and stuff like that. And she's like, no, I totally can like visualize everything. So that was great. She pointed out a few sentences that she said tripped her up and seemed a little wordy, and they were like 4 lines long when she highlighted them, and I was like, oh god, that's embarrassing. And she also reminded me by just like visually showing me how, by highlighting it, how often like I need to show, don't tell. When I say like, I did this activity and students were really engaged in the class. And she's like, okay, but like, how do you prove that students are really engaged in the class? And I'm like, you're right. So I need to think of more concrete examples. And then I currently don't have a conclusion, and I have a note like, do I need a conclusion, LOL? And she was like, yes. It's very abrupt without a conclusion. So she also brainstormed with me a really good idea for the conclusion, and she just like instilled some confidence in me. And she's like, I've read a lot of teaching statements, this one looks great. And I was like, thank you so much. So that was really good. I feel really good about that. I was feeling a little like meh when I was in the Starbucks drive-thru, but between like that productive session in my chai and a notification that I got accepted to be part of like this cohort that I applied to be part of in like July, I'm feeling good. So I'm gonna head to Kroger, get some stuff. I tried to like think of like a fall themed menu, but it's not like super fall themed. I'll do a grocery haul when I get home and show you guys what's on the menu this week. Okay, time for a grocery haul. we're gonna do butternut squash enchiladas, which we've made before and they're really good. I think they taste better with whole wheat tortillas. And then of course the butternut squash. I got some rotini to go in a salad, 2 things of veggie broth for the salad, an onion, chips to go with the enchiladas. And then the soup is like a vegetable soup, so it just takes a bunch of different types of veggies. So I got green beans, enchilada sauce for the enchiladas, and then like a bunch of other types of beans here. I've really been wanting cinnamon rolls. They remind me of fall, and I've heard good things about these Annie's ones, and they were $8.99, so they better be delicious. I did not know they were that expensive. Misread the label. Cilantro, cheddar cheese, carrots, zucchini, and avocado, more bread, bananas, raspberries, a bunch of Power Crunch bars for me and Megan, peanut butter, lemon, peanut butter cream, and chocolate. And then we're finally gonna start the Harry Potter movies because I finished the books. So I feel like I wanna watch them with just like a nice like hot cup of chai tea, like a little chai tea latte. This is decaf because I imagine we'll watch them at night. And then these are gonna have to substitute for chocolate frogs. They're still like a fun little fall find. And then some sour gummy worms. These feel very, I don't know, like Harry Potter-ish. I could have gotten jelly beans too, but wasn't in the mood for those. So all of this was like $72, I think. And then I also filled up with gas and that was like 50 bucks. So rip my wallet today. We made some butternut squash enchiladas for dinner. I tried to make a different recipe that was like these Thai quinoa meatball type things. And then I realized I forgot to get like half the ingredients. So we had the enchiladas instead. Neighbor gave us these super cute little flowers because we watched her cat for 2 days, but it was just Megan going and checking on him like 2 or 3 times. Okay, it is 9:30. This lighting is pretty rough. Why is it so yellow? Better. I was sitting like backwards from like the angle that I normally sit when I vlog on my bed. But anyway, I have felt so forgetful today. Like, I am still like beating myself up for how many things I forgot at the grocery store. And Megan's like, Sarah, it literally doesn't matter. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't normally do that. So I'm going to actually write some things down in my planner because I haven't done that yet for this week. And there are some things that I want to forget. Like I have some edits for a publication due the 15th, which is this week, and I can't forget that. That's really important. I have just like some meetings I don't want to miss, and I just want to brainstorm some goals and stuff for myself. This is something I typically do on Sunday nights, but getting after it a day later today. So let me do some planning, and then I'm gonna unwind a little bit, read for fun. I'm reading 2 books currently since I finished Harry Potter. The past couple nights I've been reading this one, Yours Truly, which is the sequel to Part of Your World. And I'm only like 2 chapters in, but it's cute so far. And then at the library, the like IU student library, they had like this cart set up that Megan actually told me about. And all the books had like this little smiley face sticker on it. And they are part of this in the margins. Oh shoot, I just lost my bookmark. In the margins thing. And so I picked up Crying in H Mart. And basically this in the margins thing looks like you don't even need to like check it out. You just grab the book, make some annotations, and put it back when you're done. And you can like see other people's annotations and stuff too. This is like a clean copy though, so no one's annotated it yet. But I don't know, I thought that was cute. Thought it was fun. I've been wanting to read Crying in H Mart for a while. So gonna do a little tandem reading situation with like a memoir and a fiction book. And I'll probably read this one before bed. I read Crying in H Mart a little bit earlier today. The writing is like beautiful. It felt like I was like reading poetry. So let's plan some things. Okay, I'm really glad I did that because I had to check back in my phone when one of the meetings with my advisor was, and I would have like bet money that it was on Thursday afternoon, but it's Tuesday afternoon. So that means I am meeting him tomorrow, and I am not ready to talk about the dissertation. So that means in the morning I need to put some things together for me to tell him as a little progress update and be prepared for him to set me a deadline that is like way sooner than I'm ready for. So anyway, yeah, I would have gotten the like notification for that 15 minutes before the meeting, and it would have been like 1:15, and I would have been like, I have no 1:45, and it would have been like, oh my god, I have a meeting, what is going on? Yeah, I have felt so scatterbrained and all over the place today. Good thing I did this. So I need to get a good night's sleep tonight. So happy Tuesday. It is already 1:20. I have like not moved from this desk in my office all day. I literally haven't even like washed my face. I'm still in pajamas just with a hoodie over because I woke up, I read for like 20 minutes before just getting into work for the day, and I had my 3-hour dissertation writing group where I worked not on the dissertation but on materials for a teaching award that is super long. The materials are quite expansive and hopefully I'll be able to use them in the future for a job market, so hopefully this will pay off in the long run. And I've just been grinding, truly. And I have a meeting in about 40 minutes with my advisor. I have like a note right here of more questions I want to ask him, and I'm nervous for the meeting because I haven't worked on the disc in a while and that's what it's supposed to be about. But I need to eat something besides just the toast and coffee that is in my stomach, and I should probably, like, you know, get dressed. Brushing my teeth would be good. Okay, it is 3:45. I finished up the meeting with my advisor. He was just like in a silly goofy mood and kind of like chatty, which is fine. Sometimes he's like really serious and was like, okay, let's like get to work and talk about your writing, and I was nervous it was going to be one of those meetings, but pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. And I told him what I've been working on with the dissertation and sort of like where I am right now in that writing, and he was like, that sounds like a really smart move to make. Basically, I talked about this in 2 vlogs ago. I'm not gonna like get into the details again, but I'm going through a lit review, and then I was like, okay, I think like in the writing I need to go back through the lit review, and he was like, yes, do a second pass through it. That sounds like a good idea for like the organizational structure. And then we just like also reviewed the next chapters of my dissertation, and I told him that like I thought chapter 3 and 4 would be focused on like pedagogy and the class that I have the IRB for, and he was like, you can do that, but like, is that actually what you want to do? That's like a lot of time spent on just like that singular case study, and here are some other ways to talk about that class instead. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I think I said that I wanted to spend 2 chapters talking about it just because I worried I wouldn't have like enough information to talk about, like if I didn't spend 2 chapters on it. And he was like, no, you're not gonna have that problem. And I was like, yeah, I think that's just anxiety talking. And he was like, I can always give you more to write. And I literally have that thought every time I sit down to write anything. When I was in coursework, I would be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to reach the page limit, and then I was always like 10 pages over, so it's fine. We also talked a little bit about the application materials for the award, so that was good. It was good just to like check in. And then the thing that like worried me the most was he was like, at some point you're gonna have to address like generative AI in your dissertation. And I was like, oh god, I'm so sick of people being like, ChatGPT, you do like digital rhetoric. And he was like, you don't have to like make this a ChatGPT project, but just to show that like you're in conversation with the current like contemporary cultural moment. And I was like, yeah, I'll make a footnote at some point. But he's like really into ChatGPT, so that's why he wants me to talk about it. Anyway, after that meeting was done, I hopped into editing some of the video for the teaching demo, and I thought that I had a different idea for how I wanted to make this teaching demo. Initially, I wanted to do like this whole like voiceover thing, and then I reread the instructions, and it seems like they actually just want to see like a video of you teaching. So I thought I was gonna do sort of like 2 different lessons, one where I taught my summer course online and pulled the Zoom footage, and then another one where I taught a lesson about like Barbenheimer to teach principles of design and like a big room of like 100 students. But I feel like I have enough footage of just the classroom with 100 students, the Barbenheimer one, that it might make more sense like logistically and just like organizationally to focus just on that. So I'm gonna edit that all down and see where we're at. It only needs to be 10 minutes. 10 minutes is like a hard max like limit. So yeah, I feel good about that. I feel like I made some significant progress today. Again, I've been sitting at this desk between like 8:45 to 3:45, and I know that people work like 9 to 5 and they sit at a desk for longer than this, but my brain's been working at overdrive. So I think I'm gonna get some cleaning done. I've really been wanting to like vacuum and sweep and mop. Maybe chill out for a little bit, and then I'm going to trivia again tonight, so I'm gonna have to shower and get ready for that. But a good day, a lot of progress made. Okay, here is the fit for trivia. I definitely feel like I am dressed like an undergrad, especially with like the Y2K purse that I plan on carrying, but sometimes I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna enjoy my youth while I have it. It is 9 a.m. I got back from trivia kind of late, but we came in 3rd place and I've never made it to the podium, as Megan said, so that was exciting. But there is a chill in the air. It's like 55 degrees, so I just like have got to get a PSL and browse the aisles of Target. I can't help it. I just have to. It doesn't matter if I buy a pumpkin spice latte every day because I'll never be able to afford a house, right? That's what TikTok tells me. I could make more responsible decisions, but like the amount of joy that this is gonna give me is worth like these $5. Back from Target, and I also stopped at Kroger to get some of the ingredients for the like quinoa meatballs that we were gonna make, and I forgot to get the stuff, so got it today. So Target like really popped off with the fall stuff, and going like before 10 a.m. was incredible because there was like no one there but old ladies, and they were just like stocking the shelves, and all the employees were so nice but also like stayed out of your way. So I got a lot of stuff, but there's no way I'm keeping it all, so don't be too alarmed when I show you guys this haul. Also, when I got my pumpkin cream cold brew this morning, I asked for just like a splash of creamer in it, and that made it so much gentler on my stomach, so that's a slay. I got this little ice cream cat toy for Pirelli because she had a little White Claw and she ripped the feathers out, and this one's like a bigger toy. She likes the bigger toys, and because she has like a little ice cream shop house, so this is her ice cream. I got some coffee. I need to order some from Nespresso. I'm gonna try a new deodorant. I typically use like the Secret brand, but it's been like giving me a rash in my armpits, which is weird. So we're gonna try this one. More Aquaphor chapstick. A bunch of AAA batteries because I bought some like floating hanging candles for the Harry Potter movie marathon Megan and I are gonna have. And then this Scarecrow Crunch trail mix is so good. It's like a fall special. Cotton rounds. I bought this bralette because it was on sale, and it's like lace but not like too lacy. I don't know, I thought that it could be cute like under a sweater moment, but also like I'm scared it might be chuggy. I heard lace bralettes are like really out, so we'll just have to try it on. This little candle is only $5, a little glass pumpkin. It smells so good. This scent is Acorn Trails, and it's like a good, it's not pumpkin, it's like an apple-y, cinnamony scent. Two things of these hangers, they have been like out of stock of hangers from move-in for like almost a month now, so I had to get these, which are technically heavyweight hangers, and they're a little more expensive, but it's fine. It'll probably be even better for like the sweaters that I'm about to put in my closet this week because I'm gonna like get all my winter bins out. I got some shoes from the Wild Fable line, which I normally don't shop this line because it feels like a little too young for me. I didn't try them on because I'm wearing like sneakers and socks, and it was like a big ordeal, it felt like, and because like the store was like so quiet and there was like a worker across from me, I don't know, I felt a little uncomfortable. But they are these ballet flats that have like the little strap right here, and the material seems really comfortable. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a satiny material. So I've been seeing a lot of people style flats like this for fall, so I really just want to try them out, even with like wide leg jeans. That's a Scarecrow Crunch. So I'll try those on in a second. And then I got like 4 versions of the same exact thing that I also didn't try on, so I need to see what size fits best. So I really want some like basic long sleeves, and I really like this like light gray color. Oh shoot, I didn't realize there's a V-neck. I thought it was a scoop neck. I might not love the V-neck, but the material is good. It's ribbed, it feels like thicker. It doesn't feel too long. It feels like not cropped, but like hit spread at the waist, which I think will be good. This would be good for layering. Oh shoot, I didn't realize this one was 15 and the other one's 10. Okay, so that could influence my decision. That was the Universal Thread line. And then this is more Universal Thread. This is white, it is like a scoop neck. And then to compete with that white Universal Thread, I got one from A New Day, which is 12, so I guess not that much different. That's also a scoop neck. It's slightly thinner, it feels like a looser fit. So I gotta try them both on and see what like the look I'm going for is, and then decide what I want to keep and what I want to return. It was quite an expensive trip. You know how Target goes, so hopefully I end up wanting to return quite a bit. Okay, I actually really like the v-neck. I'm shocked, and like I think that's cute with like the little lacy bralette. Yeah, pleasantly surprised. It's good length. I thought that extra small would be like a little too small, but it's still like plenty loose. But as far as like the white scoop necks, I actually like the thinner one, A New Day, better. If it's a little slouchier, it's a little just like comfier. So unfortunately, I will only be returning one. Okay, it is a lot later now. It is 4:30. I am back from my shift at the writing center. I didn't vlog before I left because I got an email that I still don't understand, and it put me in a really bad mood. It is telling me that I am not allowed to have the parking pass that I have, and I have to return it, or else I have to pay $200 by next semester. And I called, and basically they said that like they don't have documentation that I'm on fellowship, so it looks like I'm just like a student and I shouldn't qualify for like this grad student permit. But I don't know how this happens. I just feel like my name like fell through the cracks in the system somehow. So I contacted like my department secretary, and she gave me like my contract and stuff. I might just have to like resolve this in person and go to like the parking office tomorrow or something, but I can't take that on because it was really frustrating me earlier. Anyway, the weather is like beautiful outside, so as much as I want to lay in my bed and take a nap, I am going to sit in my hammock and read a book. I was wearing a tank top earlier, like a mock neck tank top, because it was warm when I walked to the writing center, and then when I walked out at like 4 o'clock, I was like, it's kind of chilly. So I changed into leggings and just this little like cropped sweater. It's a little after 6 o'clock. I'm gonna get to work for like the first time today, because this morning I went to Target and just had like a slow morning, and then that parking stuff took up way more time than I thought it would, and it's still not resolved quite yet. And then I went to the writing center, and then I came home and like chilled for a little bit, read, and yeah, now it's time to get to work. I'm gonna work on editing that teaching demo video. I typically like, I have like my workflow down for editing videos when it comes to vlogs. Like I go through and make all the rough cuts, and then I go in and add like the transitions, and then I go in and I add text, and then sound effects and music, whatever. But since this is a new type of video, I don't have like a workflow down, so it is just taking longer, and I don't even fully have like a vision of what it is that I want. So we're just like working with what I have, a lot of like experimentation, but I hope the end result is something that I like. Okay, it's 7:02. When I get in the video editing zone, I can't like be interrupted. I just have to go all the way till I finish. I'm messing around with auto captions because since the video is recorded in such a large room, it's pretty echoey. So we're gonna see how this turns out. I hope it works. 10:40, took a break for dinner, obviously, and watched an episode of Gilmore Girls with Megan. And then I got back to work, finished as much as I can of the video, but I'm running into some issues where like I'm doing some voiceover segments and it keeps telling me like the file isn't found. I feel like it's a storage issue on my computer and I don't have enough storage. I have all of my scripts written out here for the voiceovers. This is like so unhinged and cluttered, and I should just like write it in a Word doc, but I don't know, I felt like handwriting it. So I can work on just re-recording it tomorrow, if anything, but I feel like I want to be able to find it somewhere there. So with that, I'm gonna get ready for bed. Good morning. Good morning, Purr. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I made some super yummy cinnamon rolls, those Annie's cinnamon rolls. I think they're worth the $8. They were delicious for breakfast. And now I'm gonna do some Halloween-ish decorating. I already set out some fall stuff, but it just felt like a little too soon to put out Halloween stuff. But other people in my neighborhood are putting out Halloween stuff. I'm about to start the Harry Potter movie, so I want to set up my floating candles. So let's get some stuff set up. Okay, so we have this little ghost table runner from Home Goods. I think it's so cute, and I just made like a little centerpiece with these dollar spot pumpkins I've had for like 2 or 3 years now. Have to move this project upstairs to a closet because it's sitting on the counter. And these took longer than I want to admit, but look how cute that is. When we watch Harry Potter, setting the vibes, and I think the little wand is so fun. Just from Amazon. And they came with like the string already tied to them. I'm like pointing with a wand. All you had to do was like tie the string to like the little sticky hook at the top and tape it up. Being irresponsible with Megan, and we're gonna get sweet green for lunch. Okay, here is our sweet green. Megan got a modified fish taco bowl with salmon instead, and I got the Renee wrap bowl because they emailed me that this is her bowl, but I subbed out, I got sweet potatoes instead of cilantro, I think. Felt like a way better deal. Somehow it is already after 2:30 and I'm just getting started on work for the day. That's okay. I'm going to try and finish up this video and then get to work on another section of this application, which is where you take all of your OCQs, your end of course OCQ, yes, end of course questionnaire, and just your reflection on them. I don't know how long it's going to be. They don't give like a specific like length or parameter for that, so I'm just gonna write hopefully like 2 pages double spaced, and I hope that gets like all my ideas across. I've been like looking at the OCQs and sitting with the information for quite some time, so hopefully writing this won't feel too painful. My computer sounds like it's a spaceship about to take off, so because I'm exporting the video, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I hope it goes through, I hope everything works, because it's been a pain in the butt because there's so many parts, and this is my first time doing a video with captions, so it's just like taking forever. Like, it's been trying to export this for over an hour and it still says there's an hour and 26 minutes left. Anyway, if you edit videos, you know. So that left me to handwrite a bunch of the stuff that I want to work up for the other sections, because I'm really scared to open another program on my computer and like potentially slow this down or cause it to crash and just like lose the progress that I have so far. If I was thinking ahead, I would have just like set this to export at night when I'm sleeping and not try to use my computer, but I clearly wasn't thinking ahead. Hi Purr, you want dinner? So I was supposed to work on the reflection of the OCQs, but I need my computer to like see what students said. So while I was in like the video making mode, and as I'm getting into the more like creative section of like my menstrual cycle, I started writing a script for the other video that I'm making. So the video that's exporting right now is my teaching demonstration, which has like voiceover segments and stuff. The video that I'm going to make, that I wrote the script for, is like a supplemental element to explain how I do teaching outside of the classroom and how I'm involved in mentorship. And I'm focusing on like 3 areas basically, like the writing center and conferences, and then my dissertation, like IRB approved research. So I wrote a good amount of that. I have like a lot of thoughts for how I want to interweave, I don't even know if interweave is a word, how I want to integrate, weave in other elements of like specific videos, and I left like brackets on those notes of where and when I want to do that, and I'm feeling good about it. Okay, I have about 30 minutes before that video finishes exporting, so I'm going to keep reading Crying in H Mart. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. I have shut my computer for the day. The video finished exporting and I was like, oh my gosh, yay, it looks good. And then there's like a really random glitch at like 4-ish minutes in, where like a poster that a student made that I show at like 8 minutes in the video just like pops up on the screen for 5 minutes. And I don't know why it does that, because when I look at like the actual video editing tracks in Adobe Premiere, like there's nothing there to show that it should be doing that. And then there's like a tiny little glitch at the very end. So if it was just the glitch at the end, I'd probably say like whatever, it's fine, but I'll probably try exporting it again, and if it doesn't work, it is what it is. And then I started working more on that script for the other video that I have to make for this, and then I started getting so in my head, like, should I even do this? Should I like, is this like worth my time? Should I focus on other things? So I'm gonna have to talk about it with Megan. She's my sounding board for like everything in life, especially school stuff. Well, not even especially school stuff, just everything in life, including school stuff. 10:50, time to get in bed for the night and read this one. Good night, Pirelli. She's so hyped up from her new ice cream cone toy. Hello, good morning, happy Friday. It's actually almost noon. I woke up this morning, came downstairs and just honestly made a cup of coffee and got to work. I didn't even like set up my vlog camera. So I've been working on these OCQs. Honestly, a big part of this is just like compiling things in a way that makes sense. Pirelli is going nuts this morning. She also threw up this morning, so that was nice. What's up, Pirelli? Just really wants Megan to play with her, but Megan is on campus right now. So I had to just like do a bunch of just like tedious combining PDF type stuff, and now I'm going to go in and actually like look at the data and pull out common themes, well, like more than I've already pulled out, and try and write up a reflection on them. I also finished the book review stuff this morning, so I was able to like check all those things off in like 20 minutes. So let's keep working. Okay, it is 3 o'clock. I literally just washed my face and brushed my teeth for the first time today because I'm telling you, I woke up and I hit the pavement. And I have a meeting right now that I didn't forget about, but I did sort of lose track of time. It is for this digital gardener initiative that I'm part of. I've been part of it before, but I was as like a grad student, and now I'm part of like a faculty one because there were open spots, and my advisor was like, why not just fill the spot with you? And I was like, thank you. So I actually think I have to chat a little bit during it about the course that I taught last fall. So I wished I looked a little more presentable, but here we are. So let me log in and get going on that. Okay, it is almost 5 o'clock. Meeting is done. My eyes are tired from looking at my screen like all day. I need to take a shower and wash this day off. Okay, it is a little bit later now, like 7:30, and I'm actually gonna go to a friend's house for like a cute little casual fire moment because it's chilly outside. And I think I'll go ahead and end off the vlog here. So if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. As always, leave a comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.